So there was some comment about the black, correct? So that's the quarter panel that was on the car. I don't know, hopefully you could see this. So I made a video when we started, we actually scraped these trunk drop-offs because we didn't know how much we were going to save of it, right? So a couple of segments of video got deleted by mistake. Anyway, so the trunk drop-off is actually green. It's like a forest green.
You can see it's got a metallic in it.
Yeah, I mean, it's green. It's like a green. So you got a green.
I mean,
And then
obviously
this is black. That's obviously black. That's when I saw that. And then the tag says black, but the inside of the trunk drop-off is green.
That is a green.
That's green, man. You ain't getting no greener than that.
Dark forest green.
I don't know what's
looking.
up with that.
All right.
So what?
Got a different idea.
So now, you put this up where it's supposed to go, right? Like that. Is right about that height.
Kinda, yeah.
It's still not right. I'm talking about where my hand is. Is about right. Look how high up it would have to go. Look with this. Look. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna repair this. Right? This section. I'm gonna cut this section off like this to move it as high as I need it, and then I can always
Join it with that one.
move it there. And then same thing with this. This section's good. I'll fix whatever. I'm gonna cut this like this and down, and then I can put that in here. Cut this piece out, and then that'll fit in there. Because then I can manipulate it a little bit to make it come to the right height, and I can bring it down to the right height. I might be able to even put a little thing in it to make it look like it's supposed to. Like I said, they're junk, but
We're just gonna use the metal.
we're gonna use what metal off it to whatever.
But to actually just slap them on
I'm
is
not putting this
right.
on. This line, okay, is not even close to this. Not even close.
Obviously, yeah.
Not even close. This has like a little bit of a bend to it. This is like too sharp a thing in it. So by the time if I start trying to weld that all to this thing will be shot. Right now, I got this as straight as I could get it. Once I cut that, I'll straighten that little piece out again, and that's it. And then it's a matter of just skimming the whole thing, and you're done. So I'm gonna do it that way. I don't care. So this is gonna get tacked in, like I said. That's staying, and then that's going where it goes. All right. So I'm gonna cut this out right here, just like that. That'll be gone. I'm gonna cut this piece out like this, and I'm gonna redo this piece. And then I'm gonna cut this as low as I could go. Man, ain't they so light? Why'd you cut that? Yeah, alright, I'm gonna cut this little thing off. This is gonna get done last, because I gotta make sure this all fits, because I need this to make sure it's the same. Alright?
Yeah.
Alright. Start cutting. Show them in there. That's all rotted. I'm gonna hack it off right here flush.
Yep.
I'm gonna make a new rocker. So I'm gonna get a piece of rocker made. And then have half for this side, half for the other side. So I'm gonna cut this off, right? Mm-hmm. And then we put this bend in here. We're gonna use this little corner, maybe. And we're gonna run this to there. The rocker should come to about here, like that. So once we get this in place, like about there, more less, right about there, like that. That's gonna sit about that spot. And we'll make this come down and make the rocker like that.
Need it, yep.
So, right now,
Want the saws on?
at least that's good.
Yeah.
So, all that crap. Clean all that out. Now this part of the lip was good, but this obviously, what are you gonna? It's.
Design.
So you would have had to weld this to this, and then you would have had a mess. At least now, like this, that'll be like that. This will be cut. This will be cut to fit, because this is all good. We're gonna go as low as we can, like that. I need this and that, and that's gonna go all the way back. I'm gonna take this. This is the original one. You can see the original stuff. So I'm gonna go bring this over there and have them make me that, about a foot, 2 feet of it. I'm gonna use half here and half there. All right.
Alright, so that's what it's gonna look like. We'll cut the patch to meet it, so it could be the same size.
So now what I need is, I need to go get the really, really thin blades, and then I'll just put a little slice in it like that, and then it can all get butt welded. I'm gonna go get this done right now. Let me go get this and the blades. And then we'll start working our way back. All right, so before we go welding anything, gotta make sure, right? We gotta make sure we got clearance. So if you look at it, that little thing's gonna get bent in, and the rocker gets cut on a corner. So we're good with that. That's at right height. I got the jack back under it. So now we know that's good. So again, I'm gonna cut that, work our way back. I'm gonna clean this mess up. Dropped off the that little section of the rocker over at Dutra. I'll have that back tomorrow morning, and then we'll go ahead and add that piece on, do all the welding to that, weld that panel onto that, and then work our way backwards. Once I cut all this up, which I'm done grinding dusty crap now at this point, I don't think there's any more to grind. Well, I'm gonna finish grinding that bottom of that rocker, and then finish grinding this piece right here, and then we're gonna unmask the car in the front or whatever, just to get the doors open. I'm gonna have to move the seat and take the door panels off, the back panels off, so we can get to the to weld those 2 little spots without having a fiery inferno going. All right. So right now, we're gonna make that other panel for the other side. So I have that all matched up to.
we gotta take the seat out so we can get behind there and weld that.
Alright, well that's one. I gotta wait for the rocker anyway, so if that's gonna be like that,
Yeah.
I gotta wait for this rocker for tomorrow. I'll just clean this up and get this ready. Alright. This is good. I'm going to make an inner and an outer lip from there to there.
Okay. Now remake that.
In and out. This is strong. That was good about up to here, so I went a little bit further. So now we're going to go from here to here, inner and outer. So I'm going to attach the inner one to the inner one, outer one to the outer one, go to here, and then when we cut this off, I'm going to make this come down to like that, and then we'll cut that and see where that fits.
Right.
I don't want to cut this off because I know that's where that stays. So once we get this, then we'll join the two together. So, right now, I guess I'm going to cut this off. See where that ends up. We'll get another blade. All right, now you can really see how far off this thing was. So we cut that, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So this being here, we cut off that much on the front. I just cut this, right? Just like that. Put this where we wanted it. This would go, and it's gonna go up there somewhere like that. Like that. Look how far off that is. And look how far off this still is. Freaking crazy, dude. So I'm just gonna cut this little piece off. I'm just gonna use this as a lip for now. Maybe. Because I have this for the inside, so. And then I'm gonna cut this like that and down, and then fit this to fit it, and see where we're going with that. that's gonna fit when we're done. That piece you already saw. Oh.
All right, tell them what we're doing.
What are we doing? We're making a freaking mess. What are we doing? All right, so we kinked the bottom of this to meet that. We got this as close as we could to the original quarter, so that's gonna set up with that. So we got that line in there. Remember, it was just flat, but it didn't line up. So that lines up now. We got to put a little bit more
Of a round to it.
curve to this, and then once we cut that piece off, this will drop in like that. That's the game plan.
Okay. I'm gonna clean all this up on this
This
edge,
can go like this.
so all this metal comes
Yeah,
back.
that's all got to
so-
come back. That's all
we're
got to get
keeping
back.
this.
We're keeping this. Yep.
And then we're gonna make
That's
a
gonna get
patch
tacked
after.
just like that. This is gonna go in there, but now
That way, once we
I
make
can't
this,
do anything with that until
yeah.
down the middle. It's got to get like right here is okay, but then all this needs to go in.
Once we get this on there, then we can make this piece and line everything up, and then weld it all together.
So we'll see what we do with that. Made that. Okay. This is in the right spot. Can't touch that until we're done. So now we're gonna just cut just this off, right? And then this will get closer. This will get closer, and then we'll cut them together to meet where they're gonna meet. The biche.
Yep.
And then we need that, so that's got to stay.
So keep that piece
We
together.
need that piece.
Watch the glove.
See that come right back out?
Yeah.
Did you watch that? As soon as I touch it, boop. Look at
Wow.
that. All the relief is off it now.
Well, once we
I
put
was
the new
fighting with
one,
that all day yesterday. Look at that. Perfect. Now we got that back. I just got to take that little whipple out. Once I weld all this on, then all the body work's going to be like right there, and that's it. Gotta knock all this crap out of here. Then we gotta cut this back a little bit more. Right? And then this. Now you see what I'm talking about with that. Right? How much more it's gotta go. It's gotta get.
we
See
gotta
how
curve
close-
it more.
Yeah, we'll see how close it got now though.
No,
it
I
was
know.
sticking out like this before. So now we're getting there. Put that back in there, put that back in there. And this could drop in this could drop in, or we cut it and leave this little spot. I might leave that little spot. I need a reference point with something, or else we're not going to have no reference point.
I'll just leave it then.
And then that's going to go just like that. Alright. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. Alright, so I dropped this off. We got our new piece. I'll be able to cut this in half. Mount that on there. Then we'll cut it the way it's supposed to be cut so it looks back to stock, and we're good. Alright, so get going on this thing today again. Alright, so I just cut a small section of this off. Alright, so we can match this up to this. I'm going to actually make something behind this so I can weld it, and then we'll butt weld it. I'm going to put something behind here and then be able to butt weld it to that. And then we're going to take the interior out so we can weld, put a couple of spot welds in this thing. Alright, after, because we're going to have to put a spot weld in the back. But then this other panel, this one, gets welded from the inside. So it gets welded on that, like that. Okay, so this will be in here. This will be in here like this. Right? Gonna get that to fit back in there the way it's supposed to be, and then put the other piece in. So I'm gonna make something in here first, and then I'll be able to butt weld that thing in here. This part of it, I'll cut that off later, and I'll put a nice angle on it so it's supposed to look the way it's supposed to look. All right. Here's where we're at with this. So we got that line is perfect, right? Like that. And then we got this. So everything's this way and this way. Okay, like I said, this I'm going to do later. I'll cut this out after we put all this on. So right now I'm going to tack this in place. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so that'll be in place. Then we can fix the inside. Then we can weld this after we take the door panel off. cut this off. That'll end up there. And we'll be good to go. Back. Make that go all the way in. Alright, let me finish welding this up. Alright, now we're gonna fit this. So I welded it on the inside also, because then when I grind this smooth, right, it'll be clean on the outside, but it'll have still strength on the inside. So now we gotta get this to drop in. Put a little slit in it. Slit in there, that can move back to there. That's gonna go like that, and that's gonna go in. There. More. Getting there.